Good morning. We're over here in Alabama this morning. This is the first episode of Spring Thunder 2018. And we're gonna scout a little bit. I don't know, it's misting, real foggy, so I'm gonna get a couple cameras out and hopefully maybe a few turkeys will gobble. I've heard some reports from locals that said they're starting to get with it. Tyler actually, he's on the way to NWTF right now to the convention, so I figure while he's shaking hands, we'll try to get some turkeys pinpointed. Get these babies juiced up. It'll be first time since deer season. These new 4G Spartans, we'll actually send the video straight to your phone. It's pretty cool. It's very cool, but it's addicting.
Real Trees Spring Thunder is brought to you by Chevy Silverado, Lacrosse Footwear, Otterbox, Bog Pod, Heavy Shot, Spartan Camera, Hunter's Specialties, Remington Arms, Onyx Mapping, Banded Decoys, Old Tom, and Real Tree Edge. Hunt with an edge.
Here we are. Spring has almost arrived, and we're out here this morning in Alabama scouting, listening. Pretty lonely right now, a lot of crows going, but we're up on this knob. We're traditionally some turkeys roosting these hardwoods way off in the bottom from us, but we're at a good vantage point where we can hear if they do get to talking. But we're gonna put out some cameras and relive a few hunts where we've had success over the years here. But I wish my buddy Tyler was here with me, but he's headed up to the national convention in Nashville, so I'm gonna have to give him an update if we get one gobbling. But it's Lonely Acres right now. I can't tell if that's a hen or not. That was not a turkey, but they're down there normally. We're gonna ride down there. A few years ago, Bill Jordan killed a turkey down there in a big old field. We call it the dog leg field. You ready? Let's go. Let's go take a look at him. Pretty awesome, pretty awesome. Oh yeah. I'm telling you, we got a good turkey right here. I mean, a good turkey. Let me just thank this little boy right here because he kind of helped us out a little bit. Beautiful turkey. Pretty happy with this. Normally they're in them hardwoods behind it. We're gonna go take a listen. It's still early. I mean, I like to always go out and scout as early as possible, but it's still middle of February. The weather is been obviously pretty overcast and rainy the past few days, but the temperature hasn't been bad, so I was hoping that maybe turkeys would be gobbling on the limb, but it's a good spot. I know there's turkeys in here because Bill killed a turkey by that big oak over there a few years ago. Turkey flew down out in the field and boy, he screamed gobbling, but they're here. We're a little early. They're not talking yet. Well, this is the scene of the crime here. My fellow co-host, Tyler Jordan, I was videoing him years ago right here. I know he remembers this spot. We were sitting on that pine tree right here. I can see some of the underbrush has grown back up, but
Turkey came up this road right here, all the way up this little, off this corner, come all the way up the road to about 20 steps, and he whiffed it 3 times, if I remember right, which I'm not one to make fun of anybody for missing, because I've done my share. But that same morning, Bill was actually down in the bottom, in the bottom field below us, and his turkey was coming in, and actually he was shot gobbling at all the shots that Tyler shot.
Tyler missed.
This is a good area though, good spot. It's silent this morning, but we're gonna put out a few cameras, and Tyler missed here, and then actually a few years ago before that, down at the bottom of this hill in this 90, Bill Jordan had a heck of a hunt with a turkey right off the roost.
We're just getting tucked in here this morning. To my surprise, we came up here an hour this morning, and we have probably heard 4 or 5 different birds gobbling throughout these bottoms. We moved down here on this old logging road, and it's a couple of lanes there in front. Yeah, this bird just gobbled out in front of us, one over here on the right. But what we've done, got that decoy out. We're just gonna get in here, call real soft. It's late season, and hopefully I think one of these birds will come in here. We got a couple of them coming. Comes more. Absolutely awesome. We only have 3 days left in the season, today, tomorrow, and Thursday, today being Tuesday. And we hit where the turkey roost was this morning, I guarantee you. Oh goodness. What a surprise on a late spring morning here in Alabama. Got a beautiful turkey. But the hunt was just unbelievable this morning. You know, we came in here, owl hooted, had probably 3 or 4 birds right then, you know, gobble to us. Came down here, got an old logging road where it was kind of pushed back, some beautiful lanes. And I could hear this bird gobbling back in there. We got set up, got the decoy out, did a little soft clucks, and he gobbled. And he pitched in one of these trees over here beyond us again to get closer. And then I did a little soft cluck again. He gobbles from the second tree. And then the next thing I know, he pitches down the road and comes straight in here to us. But just a beautiful morning. What a gift. It's just absolutely awesome. Got a good beard on him, good spurs, and better than that, just a great hunt. Pretty pumped about this.
A little early in the year, so we were hoping to hear a turkey or two, but we're coming up now. We're going to throw a camera up in this little intersection, what we call the Crossroads. It's one of my favorite spots on this whole property, but it's just kind of at the top of the hill here, and these turkeys normally just roost all around the bottoms, but it's just a natural, even for turkeys, it's just a natural transition spot from, you know, they always cross on here, and it's and even these big pines back here got thick. They just thinned this timber last year, so I'm anxious to see what it's like this year. It'll be different type of hunting, just because we're used to this kind of being a safe zone. The turkeys don't go in or come from this spot now, but now it's wide open, so we're gonna throw a camera up. Clear this stuff out here. Traditionally, right off this food plot, it's been a good spot to get some pictures. Good thing about it, this year, won't have to wait a couple weeks or days to come back and check the card. We'll know immediately. And this Spartan will send it right to us and get some good video. Kind of where we're at. This is why we call it the Crossroads. We're on the road there that they cross, and all these big hardwoods on both sides. It's just a great spot to always get some good pictures. And normally this is one of our spots we start in the morning to actually hear turkeys. So we'll see if they're in here this year like they have been in years past. This camera's rocking. We're ready to go. We're about to put out our last camera, but this is like a trip down memory lane. We call this the old duck pond. Turkey here, Tyler killed one. It's grown up now, all this is, but we were set up on this pine tree. Turkey was gobbling, two of them gobbling good. Middle of the morning, came right down this little levee. He shot them about right here, I think. But they're really the best, most memorable hunt probably of all time on this entire piece of property for me is going to be in this food plot up here that Perry Ross, our buddy from Kansas, killed a turkey that was probably my favorite hunt of all time.
He come up right, finna jump on his decoy. I said, well, and I knew the gig was up then, so I give him them 5s. I could have hit him with my gun barrel. And when a bird comes in and hides himself plumb behind this decoy, and I got to thinking, I said, well, this bird's gonna flog me.
Scene of the crime. Turkey come right through here. To put this one, the camera up high here. Green light flashing. Do a little test on her here. Well, it's set. And that's a picture of me and Steven right there, so right now. So we got a couple cameras up. We'll try to get a couple more up next week and probably come scout and listen some more. Let this weather get, if it levels off, it'll warm up. Hopefully turkeys will start gobbling. But we'll be back next week, next Monday. Spring Thunder. So I want to go check on Tyler at NWTF, make sure he makes it out alive.